That's what you guys do. So now you guys are airing it out. So what I want to talk about now is the prospect side of things. We do know that Baker Mayfield, you said he's one of the greatest, and I mean the greatest OU quarterback of all time. So what team do you think he fits best on, or what team you would love to see him on altogether? Either one
I
of you guys can take it.
Go for it, Derek.
So I've thought, I mean, I wrote a piece probably a month or so ago for the website and everything where one of the teams I listed for him as an ideal fit, I don't know if they're still going to necessarily look this way, but I would encourage it, would actually be Jacksonville. And I think it's because it reunites with D.D. Westbrook. It gives him a very, very good defense with a team that is more or less built to make, I mean, they made it to the AFC Championship this year and probably should have even gotten to the Super Bowl. So it's pretty safe to say that team's built out with the exception of the hole at quarterback. And I think that that's a place Baker could go in and immediately have a little bit of support around him as he kind of navigates that rookie season and everything. And
Blake Bortles. Why do you hate Blake Bortles? Why do you
why do I hate him?
Why do you hate Blake Bortles?
It's not so much that I personally hate him. It's more so that I look at what his numbers have been in his first 3 seasons.
I'm sorry, that was a layup. Like nobody likes Blake Bortles.
And Blake,
if I was a Jaguar fan, I would hate him.
I know, right?
Hey, was he the guy that showed? I know who Blake Bortles is, but was he the guy that said he has a beautiful wife or fiance? Was he that guy? Was it him?
Could have been.
It sounds like him because he's the kind of guy. It's like people always tell me I suck, and whatever, and then he'll say something else like, "But I play quarterback in the NFL," and I'll be like, "Yeah," along with like 90 other guys. Cool,
right?
I mean that's a solid pick, Derek. I really do, because the sexy thing for me would be for Baker to end up in New York, mostly because I don't look at teams as they're built.
Which New York team?
Excuse me, Giants. My fault. But like I don't look at the teams as they're built. Because
they would crush my soul.
Well, I would obviously, but I mean, when you're drafting a quarterback, I gotta assume that you're drafting a quarterback for the next 5 to 10 years, and not to win right away. Also, he's your public spokesman just by default, right? He's your public spokesman. So the Giants have a great organization. They, for the most part, have demonstrated they know what they're doing, and they've done something that a lot of other folks can't say they do, which is beat the Patriots. In a game that mattered. And that counts for a lot too. We bag on Eli, or I bag on Eli, but he's got 2 Super Bowl rings, which is 2 more than I got. But yeah, outside of that, San Diego seems like it's getting its act together. Denver obviously wants him.
Yep.
I'll just say that I don't want him to Cleveland. Anybody else, I could probably be okay with. But if Cleveland drafts Baker Mayfield, we riot.
I wouldn't mind seeing New Orleans either. I think that's another place where, now in that case, he would be more so groomed for a little bit behind Breeze, but I do think that would be a good fit.
Isn't he a free agent this year, though?
I thought he had 1 more year on his deal.
Is it 1 more year?
I think so. I'll check real quick. On to the next question, Law.
Well, while we on to the next question with Baker Mayfield, I know the lazy comparable is Johnny Manziel. I know that's kind of like blasphemous for you guys OU fans.
We hate it.
It's very lazy for someone to say, hey, Johnny Manziel and Baker Mayfield, same person. You look at Mayfield's measurables. He really had to show up during his combine. And he also have to show up during his pro day, because I really want to know the ins and out of what Baker Mayfield measurables is going to be. Do you have any insight, RJ, on his measurables and his comparable trait?
Well,
I mean, Breeze is free.
Oh, see, that's what I thought. So they might not re-sign him at all. They might actually just draft a quarterback. And he's getting older, but he's just over 6 feet tall. He's just over 215 pounds, maybe a little lighter. His arm is not of Josh Allen's. He's not going to throw any 90-mile-an-hour fastballs. But anybody will tell you, to watch him practice is just to watch an energy guy. It seems like you're just watching a guy play linebacker as opposed to play quarterback. But he's not going to blow you away with his speed. He's not really, it's going to be like the whole recruiting process for him, which is everybody wants to look at the measurables and say, I don't know, I can't offer that kid, you know, or I can't put my reputation on a 6-foot scrawnier quarterback. But that's not who he is, man. He's a guy who has the highest completion percentage in college football history, the most efficient quarterback in college football history. You know, it just
twice.
But what I'm saying is, yeah, okay, he'll go through pro day and he'll go through the combine and he'll do what he does. But that's not what you're going to draft. What you're going to draft is the guy that plays with a helmet on, not the guy who's going to wear sweats.
The intangibles, huh?
Well, I mean, I know that's not what a draft analyst wants to hear, and I know that's not what most coaches want to hear. I know that, but
we definitely don't. We like to know. I'm not saying I'm a draft analyst expert, but we like to have something tangible. We like to put people in boxes and say, okay, this is his skill set. This is the most that he's going to be able to bring to a team based off his height, based off his size and his measurables. That's why they're going to measure his hand size. They're going to say, okay, if he measure out a 7.5-inch hand, they're going to say he's have the propensity to fumble more than a 10-inch hand or a 12-inch, whatever, you know.
12 inches would be. Story about TCU and Baker Mayfield's hand size. You heard that story?
No. What happened? All
right. So Baker was first getting looked at to be offered in high school by TCU before he was offered to transfer. And Gary Patterson told him to his face that his hands were too small to play quarterback. Told Baker Mayfield his hands were too small to play quarterback. Told Teddy Bridgewater his hands were too small to play quarterback. So, I mean, I hear you, but I don't hear you.
Hey, now hold on. Did Teddy Bridgewater lead the league in fumbles the years that he was playing with those small little gloves? I don't know. And
I also know that they were ready to put the franchise on his back until, you know, he came up injured. And even when they brought Bradford in, if you're listening to people, and I am, they were ready to put the franchise on his back again. You know, so I mean, and you want to talk about fumbles? Why isn't nobody knocking Darnold, who has had, you know, set more picks than Steven Adams? You know, just thrown them. You know, got interceptions everywhere, got fumbles everywhere, but everybody wants to take him as in top 5. So, like, I hear the hands argument, and I hear the speed argument, and I hear the box, because Josh Allen, of all these guys, has to be the best athlete. Has to be. I mean, but I look at him and I see Ryan Tannehill.
You see Ryan Tannehill. Well, I got Voch Lombardi. He's saying that Baker Mayfield is more of a Matt Hasselbeck. Any thoughts? Comparables.
Matt Hasselbeck is slow.
Right.
And Matt Hasselbeck is ugly. But no. Like, I mean, Matt Hasselbeck in that maybe he's going to walk up to the overtime and say, we want the ball and we're going to score. Yeah. All right. Baker will do something like that. But is it too much to say that Matt Hasselbeck is a game manager and in that Baker Mayfield is a playmaker?
Okay, I see where you're going. Yeah.
I mean, look, what did Matt Hasselbeck have? He had an outstanding defense and an outstanding running game.
Yeah.
Right? Baker Mayfield never had an outstanding defense. Never.
True that.
I get up. So miss me with the Matt Hasselbeck. We can do better.
The
Russell Wilson, those will fit. Fine. You want a short guy who can complete passes? Fine. I'm team short man anyway.
Team short man. Hey, the thing is too as well. Like we were talking about, I guess Sam Darnold and the other guy. They were saying that Jared Goff, right? He didn't really do much in college, you know, but his measurables, his height, 6'4", 230, 215, 220, whatever his weight was, and he can pass pretty much every play in the book. He just didn't get out the pocket, run, of course, but he was a solid technician of the game. So talk to me about that.
Did he play under center, Jared Goff?
Did he? I think he did.
Did he play?
I think it was a pro-style offense.
Pro-style offense, you know.
Okay.
That's what the separation.
Well, I mean, that would. If you want a guy with measurables, then you got 4 guys with measurables. You got Rosen, you got Allen, you got Darnold, and who's that kid everybody else is really high on?
It's at the tip of my tongue too as well.
Oh goodness. Anyway, there are kids out there that have all those things. So if that's what you're looking for, don't give Baker Mayfield a second glance. Don't. I'm not going to try to convince you not to get what you want. I am going to tell you that the man walks around with, a rock of the size of Gibraltar on his shoulder. So by all means, add to it. But if you want somebody who wants to win, and somebody who you want to lead your team, and somebody who offensive players say, I can't wait to play for it, and defensive players say, I want to get the ball back to him. That's Baker Mayfield. But
that's Baker Mayfield. Okay.
It's not going to fit into draft stock. It's just not, and I've given up trying to make it